This is WNEP TV 16, the news station. Now, Nolan Johannes, Karen Harch, Jack Ruland in Skycam 16, meteorologist Tom Clark with his backyard forecast, and Tim Carlson Sports. This is Newswatch 16.
First, this late-breaking story. Word is there will not be any AAA baseball played in the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre area next season. Sports Director Tim Carlson is here to tell us why. Tim?
Thanks a lot, Karen. Well, Wilkes-Barre and Scranton does still have a AAA franchise in the International League to be called the Red Barons. That hasn't changed. But as I found out in an exclusive telephone interview this afternoon with Phillies owner and president Bill Giles, the AAA team has little or no chance to play in the Scranton-Wilkes-Barre area next year for lack of a stadium. Giles told me that the Phillies AAA team does not expect at this point to play any games in this area next year because, as he understands, the new multi-purpose stadium will not be ready at any time in 1987. Giles went on to say he expects the Red Barons to play the bulk of their home games at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia in 1987. But he also assured me that this problem will not hurt the Phillies association with Scranton-Wilkes-Barre and that the Phillies plan for their AAA team to be playing in a new stadium in Scranton-Wilkes-Barre in the spring of 1988. Newswatch 16's Joe Ducey is live at the construction site of the proposed stadium. Joe, what are local officials saying about Giles' comments?
Well, Tim, officials say they're naturally disappointed about the team not being able to play here as early as possible, but they're also happy about Giles' reaction to the news. Early today, Northeast Baseball President John McGee called Giles, telling him of the situation.
And he had indicated some time ago that in the event that you have to go beyond Memorial Day, we stand ready and willing to do something like that in Veterans Stadium. And I called him this morning to let him know of the recent developments and to verify that we would be able to use Veterans Stadium as long as necessary in 1987, and he again reiterated his commitment and his cooperation.
McGee also says there will be no design changes in the stadium until he finds out if the project will get a $4 million state grant. Now, that would put project money at $13 million, but still $5 million lower than construction bids. Now, other questions that need to be answered: how will 2,300 season ticket holders be compensated for the team playing in Philadelphia, and whether Northeast Baseball will be paying for the team playing in Veterans Stadium. So the attitude here is that they want the stadium to be built fast, but they don't want to sacrifice quality for speed. We'll have more on the story tonight on The Update. Joe Ducey, Newswatch 16, live in Moosic. Nolan?
When Newswatch 16 continues, another round in the fight against those big trash trucks coming to our area.
Plus, later on, a sunny search with a Wednesday child.
Remember your first camp out, roasting those Armour hot dogs over a fire? Your dad swearing at the tent, and you making sure those Franks came out somewhere between well done and incinerated. You'd take a bite and wonder, was it that crackling fire or that starry sky that made those dogs taste so good? I guess you could taste how much Armour cared. Well, Armour still cares, and you can still taste it.
Faye's exciting new circular is so packed with money-saving buys, some people just can't wait to get down to their nearest store.
Right now, save $2 at Faye's on Prestone 2 Coolant Antifreeze. Just $2.99 a gallon after rebate when you buy two. And save a beautiful 25% off all Sally Hansen nail care products and 25% off all Flame Glow color cosmetics.
Faye's not your average drugstore.
Obviously.
The head man at PennDOT says he's concerned about overweight garbage trucks traveling our highways, and he hopes to do something about it.
A Newswatch 16 investigation last month uncovered the problem and raised safety concerns. Newswatch 16's Bob Reynolds is live in Skycam 16 over the Pennsylvania Turnpike.
Bob, what is the state going to do?
Well, Nolan, first of all, the state says that it's going to set up portable scales where the big rigs start their daily trips every day. That's in the Philadelphia area. The second shot will come when the trucks get on the Pennsylvania Turnpike on their way here. Each truck is weighed right now as it gets on the Turnpike. The Turnpike Commission allows overweight rigs, but anything over 80,000 pounds is illegal on state roads, such as the interstate system. So beginning soon, overweight trucks will be given warnings as they get on the turnpike.
If this becomes an overriding concern, then other solutions are certainly possible. But right now, the package that I've described is what I think is the viable package, yes.
The warning ticket issue is getting mixed reviews from the truckers I talked to, but most say it simply won't work.
No, it isn't a deterrent now. When you come off the turnpike, if you got you're grossing 98, 100,000, you're subject to a fine. How many trucks are pulling it now?
Not always our fault. You know, and it's a bunch of crap about what they're doing here anyway, because it's not really up to us.
Whose fault is it?
Well, it's the guys who loads us.
Some of the out-of-area trash comes to the Amity landfill in Taylor. Landfill owner Joseph Amity estimates that he's lost hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years because the overloaded trucks dump more garbage than they should.
If they're overloaded, they pay a fine here, and they come in a second time with that truck, and we just chase them out. We're going to control it. If they overload the truck, we're not going to let them in.
Joseph Amity says beginning soon, he'll require some truckers to provide him with proof of their truck's weight. They will have its hands full in controlling the overweight trash trucks. Right now, over 300 trucks roll into our region every day. PennDOT Secretary Thomas Larson predicts that number could jump by about 4 times as more areas run out of landfill space and they truck their trash here. Bob Reynolds, Newswatch 16 with a live Instacam report aboard Skycam 16.
Thank you, Bob. Part of the Pennsylvania Turnpike in the Philadelphia area is open again tonight, but environmental officials say it's too early to tell what kind of damage yesterday's gasoline spill did to water or soil in King of Prussia. Emergency crews are still flushing gas vapors from storm sewers and trying to fix the pipeline that burst yesterday. As much as 220,000 gallons of unleaded fuel spilled. Officials now say there is no danger, and they've reopened that 22-mile stretch of the turnpike. Also, the court at the King of Prussia shopping mall is open once again.
And the Weather Watch is next with our chief meteorologist, Tom Clark.
What a gorgeous day today.
It was nice. Up close to 70. Delightful. But I'm afraid another Canadian invasion is heading our way. I'll tell you when it'll get here when we come back. You're watching Newswatch 16 on WNEP TV. We're proud to serve Hop Bottom and all of Susquehanna County.
25 years we cared about you, the James Way.
Our store-wide 25th anniversary circular sale starts Saturday with savings on hundreds of items. Get a Black & Decker rechargeable drill driver for $23.25 after mail-in rebate. Or a 7¼ inch circular saw for just $26.25 after mail-in rebate. And register to win a Black & Decker workshop.
We care about you, the James Way.
To clear a little snow, an Aaron's ST2+2 Compact is your best choice. To clear a little more snow, an Aaron's 5-horse model is your best choice. And to clear even more snow, Aaron's 8-horse Deluxe model is your best choice. In fact, if one of Aaron's 17 two-stage snow throws isn't right for you, you have only one choice. Buy an Aaron snow throw before November 15th and get a free parka at these Aaron's dealers.
Well, it was a crisp night last night. All those stars up in the skies. How about tonight, Tom?
We'll see some stars again tonight, Nolan. Planets Saturn and Jupiter and Mars visible this evening. Not a cloud in the sky now in the backyard. It's a comfortable fall evening. But by this time tomorrow, a cold north wind will be blowing down out of Canada, and that will put us back down in the cooler once again. It's going to feel more like November come Friday morning. Well, let's check in now and see how comfortable it is across the area. Kimberly Bierman, my weather watcher in Lehighton, has a temperature of 69 degrees in her backyard. Carl Schreffler in Bellefonte has 68 degrees, and Clyde Farr in Mahoopany checks in with a 65, and it's clear up there as well at this hour. In the backyard now, it is lovely. The reading is 67 degrees. The humidity, nice and comfortable, 40% today. The wind southwest at 9, and the barometer's at 30.07, and it's beginning to fall now. 69, the high this afternoon, just a few notches above what is normal for this time of year. 38 last night. 81, the record high, and a beautiful day a year ago today here, the high 67 degrees. There's a live view from Skycam 16, high over Scranton tonight. And see some clouds there in the west, out ahead of a cold front coming our way. Thank you, Jack. Satellite view shows, well, some clouds farther up to the north, but boy, some big monster thunderstorms down off the Carolinas today. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, 7.8 inches of rain today. Boy, they had some big storms down there. They're now moving offshore, but here's what we have here, a leading edge of more cold, crisp Canadian air, a line of showers out ahead of that front, and we're heading down in our direction, so I think the clouds will get here late tonight. And then tomorrow, a lot of cloudy air, but the temperatures will be falling as we head through the day. So the clouds arriving late tonight after a clear and starry evening. It'll bottom out at about 48 in Hot Bottom tonight, 51 in Glen Lyon, 52 the overnight low in Easton, same in Sealands Grove, and about 50 in Linden tonight. That's just west of Williamsport. The breeze overnight out of the south. Here's the sunrise time for tomorrow morning. That will be at 7:08, and the sun sets now at 6:33. Yeah, not too much sun left tonight. Partly cloudy tonight. Again, the clouds late, 50 the overnight low. 61 tomorrow, a cloudy day. Nothing more than a passing shower, especially in the morning as that front moves through. Friday, brilliant, deep blue sky, but cold. A cold wind, only 54 for the high. And then on Saturday, it looks great. The next chance for rain after tomorrow will come on Sunday. So Karen and Nolan, bring a warm jacket with you to work tomorrow. You'll need it going home tomorrow night.
And Friday, too, yeah.
Cold at the football game Friday. Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks, Tom. Tim Carlson is next with the Sports Watch.
He'll tell us about the Red Sox and Angels in Game 2 of the American League Championship Series.
Look for the SureSave stamp of approval, and you'll find great weekly specials like these.
California iceberg lettuce, 49 cents a head. P&R spaghetti, 1 pound box, 3 for $1. Center cut pork chops, $1.89 a pound. And grade A chicken breasts, $1.49 a pound.
When you want the very best, look for SureSave.
Look for the SureSave stamp of approval at a locally owned supermarket near you.
Can you believe the way some fast food places make chicken? It starts out frozen and can end up like rubber. At Kentucky Fried Chicken, the original recipe and extra crispy chicken start out fresh, and they're cooked fresh all day long, so every piece is tender and delicious. Finger-licking good.
At Kentucky Fried Chicken, all we do is chicken, so we do it right. Anyone else's chicken may leave you cold.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, we do chicken right.
Afternoon and evening baseball. You can't beat it, right, Tim?
Absolutely. A little double dip or whatever you want to call it. And I'll tell you, every catch was an adventure this afternoon at Fenway. Game 2 of the American League Championship Series this afternoon in Boston. And the Red Sox trying to get even with the Angels. Take a look at the action now. The Red Sox broke the ice in the first inning. Marty Barrett had a good day with the base hit to right field. It'll score Wade Boggs, and it's 1-0 Red Sox. They're back for more in the second. Barrett again with the base hit scores Rich Gedman, and it's 2-0. Dwight Evans saving a run here in the third. He makes a great catch in right on the drive by Wally Joyner. He's got it. Angels get a run back in the fourth, though. Shortstop Spike Owen can't get the throw to third in time. Brian Downing scores, and it's 2-1 Sox. Then, in the fifth inning, the Angels find rookie Wally Joyner. Takes Bruce Hurst deep to tie the game with the first homer ever hit by a rookie in the American League Championship Series. It's 2-2. Sox back in the lead in the bottom of the inning. Dwight Evans, the pop-up, played into a 140-foot double by Bobby Grich. Whoops! Buckner scores, and it's 3-2 Boston. The Red Sox went on to win big as Jim Rice hit a long two-run homer in the eighth inning. Here it is off Doug Corbett. And the Red Sox go on to win it easily, 9-2, as we take a look at the scoreboard. 5 errors in the game, by the way, 3 by the Angels. Game 3 will be Friday night in Anaheim, as the next 3 will be there, as the series is tied at 1 game apiece. More baseball coming up here on Channel 16 in just a little while, 8 o'clock to be exact, as the Mets and Astros begin the National League Championship Series at the Dome in Houston. A super pitching matchup on tap. The Mets' Dwight Gooden against the Astros' Mike Scott. As a matter of fact, the way those guys throw Ks, and they'll be holding up the K cards, the Astrodome renamed Kmart by the time the game's over. Again, game time, 8 o'clock here on Channel 16. Incredible. You're going to see a lot of strikeouts tonight, I think. Okay, see you later.
Thanks, Tim. Wednesday's Child is next on Newswatch 16.
And tonight, we're watching for diamonds in the water and waiting for a friend.
Nothing's too big or too small for your local IGA. What's important to you is very important to us.
And save with these IGA specials. Scott bathroom tissue, 3 rolls for $1. Glad trash bags, 10 count, 79 cents. And 9 Lives cat food, 6-ounce cans, 3 for 88 cents.
At IGA, everything's important, especially you.
No money down on any purchase. No other furniture store but Feinberg's Furniture can promise you that. Plus, Feinberg's gives you instant credit and instant free delivery. Feinberg's Furniture offers you a gigantic selection of furniture and appliances, and you can finance interest-free for 90 days. Your furniture direct to your door the same day with no money down. Instant credit, instant free delivery. Feinberg's Furniture, 56 East Main Street in Plymouth. And remember, no money down on any purchase.
Finally tonight, a walk in the woods with a Wednesday's child. We discover a 6-year-old's interest in colorful leaves and some gleaming diamonds on a giant lake. Let's walk with Bobby. There are so many simple things that a fatherless boy can share with a new friend, a big brother.
Ready, set, go! Hey, you're pretty fancy.
Walking on a fall day can bring a new interest in the many colors and shapes of last summer's leaves, or the shimmering reflection of the sun on the water like diamonds on glass. Bobby and I shared these natural treasures and his thoughts on wanting to do more of such things.
And maybe someday me and my big brother will come up here.
Up here to Lake Scranton. That would be nice, and you could walk all the way around the lake, and you could show him where you were on this day, right? Well, I'll tell you, we'll get a big brother for you, Bobby, so that he can take you for a nice long walk, okay? Bobby needs an adult man in his life to spend some time with him regularly, to help him as he becomes 7 years old, and 8, and 9. You can help the many youngsters needing a big brother. Call Big Brothers and volunteer. They're in the phone book in Scranton and Wilkes-Barre.
I bet I know what Bobby wants for Christmas.
Two front teeth. He said, I'll be able to speak a little bit better when I get my front teeth back.
What a cutie.
Good luck, Bobby. That's Newswatch 16 for Wednesday.
Be sure to join us tonight on The Update when we will have Dan Fiorucci's report on the investigation into why fish are dying off in big runs.
And more on the problems facing professional baseball in our area. World News Tonight is next. For the team, thanks for joining us.
Enjoy your evening.
When you see news in the making, Newswatch 16 wants to hear from you. Call 1-800-533-NEWS. Toll free from anywhere in Pennsylvania. Call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 1-800-533-NEWS.